Face Maidi is connecting.
Okay. Is that better?
Oh, yes, we can hear you very well.
Hey!
What's your Mbokodo?
Hey! Watinda mafazi!
What's
Bogoto!
Welcome, ladies. Welcome, ladies. I'm KokwanaElta. Today we've got so much precious visitors in our channel. We've got Dineo and Maidi, two South Africans from Oriented and SA Diaspora in the UK.
Hi!
And then we've got Maidi. Maidi is also a South African diaspora from the Diaspora Community where? In the UK. Hi, Maidi.
Hi everyone.
Good night.
Hi! Hi!
And thank you for visiting us here at the KokwanaElta channel.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, KokwanaElta.
You're welcome. So, I invited you today in view of the protest that we are having back home in South Africa. About 6 months for people are busy saying 6 months for the state is yours. How do you feel about this situation? Up to you, I don't know who wants to go first. Now.
Okay. Thank you, Elta, for having me on your show. Thank you very much. Actually, it is really saddening. It is really shocking that at this era, you can still find a corporate institution that is advertising such a thing. I mean, everyone knows our past. Everyone knows the struggles that we've been going through. It is really, really, really sad. It shouldn't have happened. Especially, it doesn't seem like an accidental thing. It's something that was planned. It's an advert. We know the processes that go through making an advert, you know, up until it's approved and publicized. For it to be on their website, really, I cannot explain the pain that Black people are going through right now.
Yes, thanks, Sis Dineo. And I'd like to add to that, I agree, it's painful because it's not like these people, they don't understand our history, they know our past. They know how certain things affect our moral. So this was, for me, it looked intended for something that is natural to us. Our hair is natural the way it is. It's beautiful. So for other people to gain, to use us so that they can be trended, they can be all over the place, use us for advertisement space, it's not right. So it is good that we are feeling like this. It's good that we are upset by this. So this as well just shows us that the world, as much as advanced it hasn't actually moved forward to accept us as Black people in our natural state. So they're still seeing us in a different light with a distorted kind of information that they already have about us. So KokwanaElta for having us, because this is why we can express ourselves, our anger. We don't want to be angry like this all the time. You know, this corporation, they have to know that these things is not right.
Yes. And moreover, I mean, me, you know, Clicks has always been a heart store for me, as you have explained. I mean, it is a major leading corporate institution in South Africa, from the hair, medicine, you know, body lotions, everything we've always said clicks. So for them to go and even just to sit down and think that, you know what, they are going to talk about Black people's hair. It is always advisable not to comment on something that is natural. For them to say it is not normal, it is something else, honestly, because even on the media, I've been listening to a lot of, especially on YouTube, a lot of people have taken to the media to say that, but we don't understand the uproar. Click has apologized. I don't think there's any amount of apology that can erase the emotional pain, the psychological pain that we go through. It seems like we are not going to be given a room for our hearts to heal. Everyone knows the traumas that we went through. Everyone knows it. When I saw that advertisement, it was like the apartheid has just relived again. I felt so much pain that I never thought I still harbor, you know, due to this apartheid. And going back to generations and generations, the slavery, what it did to our people, it just surfaced. It's just surfaced. And for people to say, no, what do you expect them to do? They have apologized. It is not enough. It is not enough. It is traumatic for us. We have daughters that we are bringing up. And just to use that, you know, it is really detrimental on their self-esteem. So we want the world to know that we are human beings. We are natural, normal human beings. No amount of apology, and there's no amount of justice, and there's no amount of any protest or violence that can erase the emotional scar and the psychological scar it leaves on Black people. What should we do? What should we do? Even if we are wearing our own weaves, our hair, it's still on the root of the Black skin. It's still on the root, and there is so much strength in it. We have so much strength, and we are proud of who we are. Can the world allow us to breathe, to be ourselves, to be Black people, without being constantly reminded? And if it's not on your head, why does it give you a right to even make a comment about it? Why? Why should it be like this in 2020? I'm very disappointed.
No, I am disappointed as well. A form of stereotype or is racism, or is racial oriented, or the people that is there to be like that just stereotypes, or they are just racist, you know, to just put black and white together rather than maybe putting black and one better and not different.
Could they not have corrected each other? Could they not seen this unfolding?
And as well with that, with what you just asked, Dineo, I think they couldn't have, the way I'm looking at it from my opinion, I think it's just that the advert was not even directly, it was not used for us to get trade from us. It was actually used to just perpetuate that supremacy that the other race has on us Black people. So we used in order for other people to feel better about themselves. So you have to put a Black person down using his physicality, something that we cannot change because we are born this way, so that the other person can be made to feel that they are superior than us, which is not the case. So these hair products, using our image in that way, is just to gain more trade from the other race, which this product in the first place, its purpose was for that, was not made for us. So we just use all the time so that product can be, people can know about this product, and it can be other people who actually have that inner subconscious thing of feeling that we're inferior to them. It can instill that sense of that feeling that they are better than us, which is not the case. We are people and we are the same. We have our own differences. So our hairs cannot be used in that way that make us feel that just to make our self-esteem feel somehow that we should be working towards becoming like other people. Our hair should be like other people's hair, which is not how it is. You know.
But if we look at the history as well,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, a lot of black girls and women, just African women, they wear weaves. They wear weaves. We bleach our hair. You know, it all originated from the long, painful past. You know, where a black woman has always been looked down on, undermined. You know, a lot of hateful things that weighed heavily on their self-esteem, on their confidence. Even to this day, can they see the traces of what every injustices that we have been through has done to us? Why? Why again in 2020? Why again in 2020? And I mean, I do not blame South Africans who have taken to the street, you know, and gone and they want the world to know how they are feeling. And I mean, they're not the aggressors. They are not the aggressors. And let us focus. Let us not shift, you know, our focus that the aggressors are pigs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They are the aggressors. Now it's kind of like one political party has been put at the front as if they are the ones who are on the wrong. Yes, we don't promote violence, you know. We are against violence, but you have to understand that when an apology is done, when the law enforcement has taken place, we still have that star that we are going to carry for the rest of our lives. This is how we are feeling. And if things are not going to be taken serious, this is going to prepare from you know, from today on and on and on. This may go on forever if things are not addressed properly.
That's true. And one thing as well that I found disappointing, which I've been when I was looking on Twitter, and how people feel that with EFF standing up for what is right, feeling bad that what is being done to us as Black people repeatedly is wrong. So they have to use this kind of action in order for us, the majority of Black in South Africa to be heard, or Blacks everywhere to be heard. But our people are using unemployment as some kind of, that we have to actually to lose our dignity in order for us to keep something that is, for money. So a dignity is something that money cannot pay for. Then we have unemployment is very high at home in South Africa, but we shouldn't be using people using us, kicking us, just demeaning our image in this way that they use with adverts or anything else, and employment as such to make it like it is how we're supposed to take it. Our people are supposed to go to work. So that, it's very, very unfortunate that this is happening. It's disappointing. Our people, irrespective of a party, whether it's EFF, ANC, or anyway, DA, they shouldn't be even thinking about it, that is one party should be going out there to do this. We as Black people should be going out there to demand respect. We should be supporting any party that is demanding respect for us as people. It should not be a matter of a party. It should be a matter of us, our humanity, our human being respected, our being respected. Because this generational thing of triggers is not helpful for us. We shouldn't be, it's like every time we are being seen to be comfortable and start to build on what has been wrong to us emotionally, mentally, spiritually. These kind of things happen to trigger us, to make us go back to the state. It's as if this is political, it's just not on. It's not right.
Yeah. It's true. I agree with you 100% there. I agree with you. Actually, it is surprising, I mean, when things like this are happening, especially when one political party that has been leading in Black hair products, has launched a political party. This leader has come out and launched his political party, and it is, uplifting Black Like Me enterprise. And now the treasury is coming up again. We should always look at all these things in different angles. It may be that we're just thinking, oh, it's our image, it's our dignity, it's whatever. But we have minds. We are analytical. We are looking at these things. What are they intending to do? And for the mere fact that SADC, was reporting this thing, it reported this thing, but the way it was reported, they selected people with bleached hair and wigs. I'm not saying that South Africa, you choose to do so. It is your right to do so. I'm not saying they shouldn't have a say about Black hair. People who are where they choose to do so, but because we are talking about an advert that was degrading natural Black hair, I would think among the protesters they would go and interview people with natural Black hair. So we must be aware of the undertones, other racial undertones that are kind of portrayed to us as Black people. And Black people, I'm appealing to you. This is 2020. I'm appealing to you to start thinking about forming your own platforms, tell your own narratives, because no one will tell your story the way you want it to be told. Everyone is saying now, okay, please, the police, the law is involved, they shouldn't be doing this, they shouldn't be doing that. But we know, the racism in the world, the subtle racism, we face it every day. We face it every day. Even where I am, there's subtle racism all around the world. So it shouldn't be promoted. And for those that are working in clips, if they can do an advert like this, how are the employees being treated? How are the employees being treated in clips? I would really, really like to know how the employees of clips feel about this, and do they even pay them enough? And to even bring employment out of this. Black people are the ones who have been the core customers of clicks. We've been buying all these products they are selling. They are who they are because of us. For us today to turn around and stab us like this is really, really traumatic. And really, I'd like to appeal to the public to not trivialize our pain. Do not minimize the Black people's pain. What we are going through, you will never understand because you've never been in our position to understand it. You have to listen to us and to know how we feel and what do we think is a way forward regarding this.
Thank you, Dineo. I will just add a little bit the part that you mentioned there, the economic part that the world is making out of us, us black. Wherever we go, all these their products things, how buy those even those things there. It looks like they want us to cut our hair and buy the white so that you see, but they make us feel low, our self-esteem low, so that that is the better hair. We will feel better when we have got the other type of hair. And then
we already do that. We already do that. What more do they want? We already do that. This is the time when they should be saying, yeah, but it seems like it's not enough. It's not enough. And I mean, black people, we have to embrace who we are. We just have to embrace who we are. We just have to learn to support each other, support our own brands, build each other up, celebrate each other up. It is time for us to just wake up and be strong. No matter what. I mean, how many times have black people been killed? But here we are. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We are here. And I mean, if you are blind to that reality, then I mean, you need to be checked out, because we are here. We are as human beings as other people.
Exactly. Exactly. And I would love to give a message actually to our sisters and brothers out there. There's a long history of us with the way we tend to try and adapt to what other people want us to look like, how other people want to dress up like. All these things are part of what has been instilled in us, which was wrong, which we were wronged actually. We were made, to feel that we are inferior in so many ways. But we have to remember that as human beings, how we think of ourselves as well says a lot to the other people. We cannot just give up. We cannot just give up trying to, camouflaging every day, just trying to fit in, to make us being, just to get accepted by other people. It's not right. We should be proud of who we are, how we are naturally.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yes.
admire people want to have a hair like mine, hair like yours. Why can't people wear our Afro hairs and we want to wear their hairs? No. And we proud of ourselves first.
Yes.
So that
yes.
Others,
Yes. Since we are living in these times, we are in an advantage that we can use social media, to voice out how we feel. But you know what? It is really disappointing that a lot of black people are still posting a lot of negativity about themselves, and then they hide in the term that, oh no, it's a joke, it's a comedy. But that comedy comes at our expense, That comedy comes at our expense. As much as it is a comedy or a joke, it should be sending out a political statement, It should be sending out a message that is going to uplift us, that is going to build us. And it is time that black people stop sitting down, from morning until nighttime, laughing and joking, and start doing things like cleaning your places, take care of your environment. Because when the next person comes to where you live, they don't look at for your skyscrapers. They don't look for your skyscrapers. They don't look for your tourist places. They always want to project you in a negative way. And it is painful for us who are not in South Africa to be looking at this every time. So when you get an opportunity opportunity with that camera. Capture your best things, Africans. Capture your best things about Africa and promote Africanism in a good way. It is time that we wake up, you know. It is time that we wake up. No media, we have seen this, is going to portray us as good, because it's always about power. And if the world can learn that, you know what, it's not about competition. Black people have always been peace-loving people. We are naturally kind, and the world is taking a lot of advantage of Black people because they know that nothing will be done. An apology and the fine. It's not about money. It's not about money. I'm getting emotional. It's not about money. It's not about everything. It's not about paying off or every intentional pay that you call to Black people. That thing must stop. That thing must stop. And my sister here, you said every South African should be standing up against this. Every South African should be standing up and speaking up against this. It should not be seen as just one political party that is against this, you know. Everyone should be talking about this. We should make this go viral, you know. The pain, how we feel. And don't let other people tell us about who an apology. What do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do? Instead of offering an apology. This is not right.
Because we are poor, we need their money, and then it's better, you know? Now, yes, and we can forget when we start up and then we zero on, you know?
No. So, you know what I expect them to do for every rand? You know what Black people would really want cliques to do? To work with the government to promote Africa, you know? Build houses for these people. Build houses for every pain that we have enjoyed. Why don't you build houses, build schools, work collaboratively with the government to improve the Black people's confidence? And moving on, if cliques is going to be allowed to operate, I would really love to see that 80% of their advert should be about building up Black confidence, you know, our self-esteem, because we are the majority that consumes their products. So for this advert, we are really upset, please. We are really upset.
Very true. And this behavior that we have as Black people of dependency behavior, trying to depend on other people to make us to promote our well-being, to promote our self-esteem. It should stop. We should start with ourselves. Our television as well. The people who runs it is from our majority, I guess. But look at the things they're showing our kids on TV. Our kids they grow up seeing something that, you know, they have to fix themselves in order to look like the people they're seeing on TV. Makeup, people disguised, makeup, weaves, all those kind of things. I am not saying that it's wrong to put those things. I am saying that those things from a child sitting at home, watching it, the child can see that the person looks like me, but somehow there is something that is actually different, and the people who are always there, majority of them who we are always looking at on television, they are disguising these makeups and artificial hair or anything artificial on them. So what does that say to the child growing up? It's saying to the child, you have to grow up to be like that. It's raising a sense of doubt to that child. That child is gonna grow up thinking that something is wrong with me. So now we go to the media. Oh yes, something is wrong with you, definitely. So do you see, this thing has to start. It has to start with our TV that we pay for, the television that we pay for. You know, we should start there. What are we showing our kids every day? What image do we want our kids to grow up wanting to be like? Is that our kids are we showing our kids to grow up to want to be what they are not? So something is wrong there. It is wrong. Something needs to change. It needs to change. We can try as much as parents to try and raise our kids into believing in themselves, but something out there, they're watching it. It's like they're set up for failure into themselves as failures or as inferior races. Do you understand what I mean? It's not right.
No, it's not right. No, it's not right. I mean, there are many programs that that can kind of be used for people who are paying TV licenses. What about gardening? Gardening, teaching people competitions of the best house with best garden. How about taking away all these knives and whatever, all these soap that people are watching each and every day? Are they building African people? Are they building African people? What is it? Are we going to be laughing throughout our lives, just laughing all the time? There needs to be time when we can stop and be serious. And yes, our image totally lies, on us. It's our responsibility to promote how the world views us. So if we're going to be sitting around, being happy that, oh, they've murdered that one, a little bit of it, as action movies and whatever, it should happen. But it shouldn't be a major thing that is televised on our TV. It is time that the TV licenses, people know what they are paying for. We cannot go on like this. We are not in South Africa, but we feel these things wherever we go. The kind of questions that we are being asked, because our broadcasting companies are not doing their best, to promote us. We know about all these Western worlds more than we know about Africa. And other people living here, they don't know about Africa. They don't know about Africa. We are asked questions, oh, do you live on trees? Oh, when you wear your hair up, they say it's not a wedding. They should know that for us to just put our hair in a bun, it's a simple hairstyle. There's nothing special about it, because our hair grows up. It doesn't slant down, it doesn't. So they shouldn't even comment, as I've said before, about our hair. They shouldn't even have a say about our hair.
Exactly.
All the things that they are asking, you can tell that their media doesn't really broadcast a lot of good things about Africa, because they think, some of them didn't know that we have skyscrapers in Africa. They don't know. The racial stereotype is big all around the world, because there aren't any major platforms that are telling a good history about Africa. I'm upset, Cleves. I'm upset. The management of Cleves should know that we are upset.
Yes. It's like, the more we talk about this, the more upset it gets, because there's so many things that we can actually be talking about, things that could be to improve South Africa. Not something that is to improve our image. Come on, our image is good as it is. It's like a tactics to get us from concentrating on other things that are happening. Do you understand? Like corruption, a lot of things. I don't want to go political, but these kind of things are not supposed to be happening in Africa for what it is. Do you know? It's like being at home and being invaded. Don't forget these things, all these things, they hate us inside. We might not be able to show it outside by not expressing it. Some people cannot express it, but because if we are not given the platform that, like you've just given us, KokwanaElta, to express ourselves, guess what is going to be happening? We're going to be carrying out this anger in us. We're going to be expressing this anger with people around us unknowingly, doing it. And what are the people seeing as the people that we are around? What do they see? That distortion again, angry person. Do you understand? So this, it should not be happening now. It should not be happening. It should not be tolerated. It is just unfair. It is unfair that we're dealing with this. Well, I will say nonsense, but it's just not supposed to happen. Do you understand? We're supposed to be focused. Now we are out of focus. We are talking about how we look. Come on. We cannot be talking about how we look in 2020. No. This way, we cannot change it. And if we were to change it, we should change it when we want to, but not as a disguise to just blend in with other people. No. We should change it because we want to change it. We should not do the adverts to make us think that we need to change ourselves. No. You know, actually, I just hope that in future, when things like this are happening, if someone hurts us or someone hurts one of us about our physicality, about how we look as people, as Black people, we should not care where we are. We should be angry because that person is talking about you, is talking about me, it might be talking about someone else, but what they're indirectly saying is that you as well, you're part of that and you're like that. And that information should be dismissed. It should be dismissed as in real life. Something negative about someone's looks, any person who looks like you should dismiss that. Then dismiss it. It's not true. That's how it's supposed to be. It's natural like that. Their look is not how it's supposed to be. It's natural like that. People are just different. People are unique in their own ways. So things like that, we should not tolerate. Not at this time in it. We should not.
So, thank you so much, ladies. Running out of time. And then I just want to ask you to just this round. What do you think going forward, just to conclude, protesting and the hair and whatever that's good? What do you want to do? What's out of you?
Okay, South Africans, because this advert happened in South Africa and just Black people all around the world, the self-hate has to stop. We love each other. We are a caring nation. That should always be the core of our focus. You know, some things are meant to kind of make us upset, and they are intentionally done, but we should rise up above this. And we have proven over and over that we rise up above every pain, every trauma that we've gone through. And even this is just something that we are going to survive. And I would just like to say, support each other, celebrate who you are, celebrate who you are, and be law-abiding, and some of the things, please, some of the things you have to do them under the carpet. Sometimes, we Black people, we will just crush each other in front of other races. Some of the things, do them under the carpet, You'd rather be silent and say behind the doors that, I don't agree with you. Do not, let us show unity. Let us show unity, to the world. Let us stand with each other. It is time that we start loving ourselves and not just talk about it. Let us be this united bond, if we want to have respect and dignity of Black people restored. It will start by us showing that bond, that is impenetrable. What's the word? That no one can even, get in between us. Do not let this discourage you. Be focused and do whatever that you are planning to do to advance Africa. Thank you.
Exactly. What more can I say? Sister Dineo just said exactly everything that I would have loved to have said, and I'm glad that she's the one who said it. So that's all I could say. I agree wholeheartedly with what she just said.
guys. Thank you, my distinguished hour. And from my side, I would just say, hey, this was a nice talk that shows that people are trying to integrate us, to bring our esteem low. So we have to, at the end of the day, build up our self-esteem. So I'm just inviting everyone in the diaspora. This is just the beginning. The lady said that we should hold hands and be together. And of course, alone you can't do it. So, says Makadi said we should hug us. Yeah,
We are just making everyone.
Yes. And they're making us proud. And Master KG and Nomkara. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! That's what we want to see. You know, we are happy, you know.
Let's support and leaders that can support. You know, we've got different political parties, but each and everyone, definitely, there is one that has got something, each one has got something good. So let's support what is good, and they can only lead us through us, right? So, as they said, we should pick up, we should take a step and go somewhere. If we keep on saying and keep on trying, apartheid, racism, apartheid, and do nothing like this, stay with us and it will stay with our children and our children suffer. So, thank you so much, viewers out there. It was so lovely to have you, those that are listening. If it's your first time on this platform, subscribe so that you can keep enjoying this. And then tomorrow we can participate, you can be on the panel as well. Thank you so much until we meet on the next time. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens on Saturday. What will happen? Fingers crossed, and we hope all these things will come up with you be positive.
We love you.
I love you, Dineo, and I love you, Maidi. Thank you so much for your input.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.